I am absolutely sick of seeing these so-called crypto guru influencers on TikTok that try to give people advice, investment advice, giving price predictions and naming XYZ token that's going to be the next to blow up when these people have no idea what they're talking about. And half the time, they don't know a single thing about crypto, like on a technical basis, yet they're trying to give people advice. Now, I have some examples that are the absolute epitome of this. So I'm going to jump over to my desktop so we can look at these together. Before we get into it, guys, I just want to say, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel. I am on the drive to hit 500 subscribers, so if you guys could help me out with that, I would much appreciate it. Okay. All right, so this first guy is doing the classic. I called XYZ token at I called Phantom at 0.004 cents and it did 1000x, and this is why you should listen to me. And then he goes and he lists out the tokens. Now, I had to mute the video because he's using copyrighted music, so that's why you don't hear any audio on this one. But this is a classic like strategy that people use, and here's the problem with it is a lot of people either A, didn't invest in the token and they're just completely lying. They went to the lowest point of the chart, acted like they invested then, and acted like they cashed out at the top, which 99% of people do not do. Or B, they got extremely lucky, aped a bunch of money into one token that happened to go up 1000x or whatever, and now they think they're the next Warren Buffett and that they have the right to make the calls because they know everything in the market. And both of these things are total fallacies. And the problem with each is, the first one's obvious, is obviously they never did it, so they're just lying. And option B is that they're riding the hype of a winning trade and now they think they know it all, and reality is going to hit them that they don't. All right, now this next guy is running the classic, if you want to become a billionaire or a millionaire, here's what you got to do, right? And they always sum it up to like some super easy steps. This is all it takes. This is all you got to do if you want to become a millionaire.
If you want to be a millionaire in the next bull cycle, you need to have Cardano a part of your crypto portfolio, because this man right here is going to change crypto forever.
Okay, I'm going to pause it right there. So first off, he's saying if you want to be a millionaire, you got to buy tons and tons of Cardano. Now, I am not the biggest fan of Cardano, and if you know much about crypto, you know that Cardano has been a bunch of fluff so far, and that it's been absolutely promoted by so many influencers that are paid to promote the token, and the token doesn't do squat. The Cardano ecosystem doesn't exist. People keep trying to build on it, and the whole thing is total garbage. And that man he is pointing to hasn't done really anything. He's been flying around in private jets and partying his eyes out with all the money that he's got, which is holders' money ultimately at the end of the day. And so I just don't agree with this. And again, he's simplifying down the millionaire aspect. This is all you got to do. You just buy Cardano.
He teams up with Elon, it is game over. If you want to be a
and then he throws in the classic, if he teams up with Elon Musk, which is something we've always seen in the crypto space, right? Like people will announce partnerships that have no breath. Like there's no way that they would ever exist. And he's saying that like if Cardano partners up with Doge, which partners up with Elon, then we'll all be millionaires. And look, dude, the odds of this happening are slim to none. And to put all your eggs in one basket and to say that this is how you're going to become a millionaire is ridiculous. All right, this next guy is one that cracks me up because this type of advice is like terrible. Like it's just terrible financial advice. This is less to do with crypto and more to do with how to handle money. And it always cracks me up when people who have no right to talk about how to handle money try to tell you how to handle money, who themselves probably don't know how to manage their own money, yet they're on TikTok giving you advice.
First thing you do when you become a millionaire in crypto. First of all, if you're holding XRP, XLM, or XTC, or any of the ISO 222 tokens, just don't sell. Selling into dollars is absolutely worthless.
Okay, I want to stop it there. So first of all, it's important to note you're not a millionaire if you don't cash out into cash. Okay, if you're holding XRP, let's pretend that you happen to make $1 million on XRP. If you're holding XRP and XRP, you get $1 million. you are not a millionaire until that $1 million hits your bank account, okay? This is total garbage advice here. And if you would have listened to this advice, you would be down tremendously on your investment. And this is the problem that people have is they get this, like, they get a fortune and then they don't want to sell. And then if you don't sell, again, you're not a millionaire. So this is just total garbage advice.
The first thing you need to do is to contact an accountant who has worked with high net worth individuals. Have this person on speed dial already before all of this happens. Because when it all happens, your emotions are going to be wild. You need to have a number to call. So you will call that accountant and you will tell the accountant, here's what I'm going to do.
Okay, and here's the next thing that I got to say here. The first thing you need to do is decide how much you're going to cash out. Before you call anybody, it's a waste of your time. If you call an accountant, you set up a meeting, and then tomorrow XRP crashes, you have no net worth. So the first thing you need to do is decide how much you want to cash out. It doesn't need to be all of it. I'm not saying it has to be all of it, but what you don't cash out is not part of your net worth yet. It's unrealized capital gains. You need to realize these capital gains. If you're going to take the steps to call an accountant, you better decide how much you're going to pull out, because otherwise it's totally pointless.
I'm going to go over to an institution like PwC or BlackRock, and I'm going to stake my crypto with them. I want to take between 0 and 20% out right now before I take my crypto to the institution, and I want to use that money to do whatever I want with. Buy a car, put some money in an escrow account for my kids. That's what you'll do with that 0 to 20.
Okay, I'm really ripping this one up because it drives me crazy. Again, he starts the whole thing off by saying you don't sell. That's the first thing you don't do is you don't sell. But now he's saying, okay, sell 20%, which, okay, fine. If you want to sell 20%, sell 20%. But why are you starting this off by telling us not to sell anything? And now you're saying cash out 20% and go buy a car. Like, it's just, there's inconsistencies all over the place here.
Then with the 80%, I want to go to an institution like PwC, even have a crypto staking service already. And I'm going to call that institution and say, hey, I've got XRP, XLM, and XDC, and I want to stake it with you. What are your rates? It's likely that they'll give you between a 7 and a 15% yield. And doing that will set up your life forever.
No, it won't. Because here's the reality. They're paying you 15 to 20% or whatever the numbers he said in the token. That's what you get when you stake. So if you stake XRP, usually you're getting paid out in the token you're staking. So in this case, you'd be receiving XRP. Well, if XRP is worth big fat 0, then that means what the 15 to 20% you're earning in XRP is worthless. So you're not set up for life. This is not a retirement plan, okay? In bear markets, it crushes these types of plans, okay? Like totally crushes them. And if you put your net worth into these staking platforms and then the token collapses, not only is your initial investment way down, but the income that you're receiving is also way down, equivalent to the price reduction that you would be seeing. So again, totally wrong here.
Earning, in this example, about $150,000 a year forever. Obviously, $1 million is a very small amount compared to what we're actually looking at if you're actually holding your crypto until the use case is really rolled out. You do not take all your money and buy a Lambo. You take it to regulated institutions who offer crypto staking services, and you give them the XRP. The XRP to them is the most valuable asset in the world right now and will continue to be because they need to use it. So the absolute...
Based on what? Based on what? I have never seen an institution come out and say XRP is the most valuable thing in the world right now. Nobody besides XRP holders thinks this. And this is like the delusional cultish thing that happens in crypto, right? People, they find a token and they want to defend it with their lives. It's the best thing ever since sliced bread, and every institution wants it and needs it. That's not the reality right now. The most institutions that I know are avoiding crypto with a 10-foot pole at the moment, okay? They don't want anything to do with Bitcoin and Ethereum, let alone XRP, okay? I've not once heard an institution come out and say that it's the most valuable thing in the world. This is just total nonsense. It's that cultish vibe that happens amongst crypto holders.
Last thing you would want to do is to sell into dollars. If you want more detailed information about...
And then again, with the sell into dollars thing, the last thing you want to do is sell into dollars. You literally told us in the beginning not to sell. Then you said to cash out 20%. And now you're telling us not to cash out anything again. And these Price Water Cooper, like PwC, do you think they do their job for free? Do you think they don't charge you any fees? Absolutely, they charge you fees on the money you deposit. So that's money you're going to have to pay. And if you're moving it to Price Water Cooper, like depending on how you do this, it could trigger a taxable event. This is just, again, it's terrible advice. Terrible advice from somebody who's trying to probably pump their bags. I'm guessing this guy's sitting on some XRP and he just wants you to buy XRP. And that's why this video, it's sort of like a subliminal message, okay? He's staging it all as financial advice, but what it really is him shilling XRP to you, and he's hiding it under financial advice. That's what's going on here.
Who you should be calling, the rates you should be looking for. That's all going to come on my Patreon. So follow this account, go over to my profile and follow the instructions. I'll see you there.
And then this guy on the
first
left
thing
is
you do
just,
when you become a
is just
millionaire-
pointing to him the whole video. Like, oh, yeah. Like, yeah, what, dude? Yeah, what? Like, what do you, like, this advice is terrible. All right, so this next one is the classic, I've got a crypto expert with me right here, and he knows everything, and he's going to tell us what to invest in. Now, I have to mute the audio on this because, again, it's got copyrighted music in the background. A problem with TikTok. This is why it's hard to make TikTok YouTube videos sometimes. But I'll basically say what she's saying. There's also like the text on screen so you can see what's going on here. But she comes out, she says, look, I've got 10,000 pounds. What would your advice be for me to BSV right now? She's saying, so she asks him what his advice would be. And he's telling her to buy BSV right now, which BSV is Bitcoin Satoshi's vision. If you guys don't remember, there was that whole fiasco with Craig Wright, who was trying to claim that he was Satoshi Nakamoto and that he invented Bitcoin and that Bitcoin SV is the actual Bitcoin. It was like totally dumb. Like nobody bought it except for a few people. And again, it's a cultish mentality. These are all the tokens that have like cultish mentalities behind them. And what I mean by that is they will defend their token to the death because this happened on August 14th. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin SV chart. Doesn't this look fantastic? Doesn't this look like something you would have loved to invest in at the top? Absolutely not. Okay. Now I know every token has been down since the top, but Bitcoin SV has been, from my understanding, a blatant scam since the beginning. So for this guy to come out and say like, well, I'll take all your money and invest in a Bitcoin SV. First of all, who are you? Why are you an expert in crypto? They didn't even introduce you, so I don't even know who you are, but totally, you're supposedly an expert. And now you're telling us to buy Bitcoin SV, which I thought this whole thing died. I didn't even know the thing existed anymore. So again, a classic, like we've got an expert here and this is why you should listen to him. But then again, we have no background on this so-called expert and he's given terrible advice. All right, so this one's got music too. So it's another quiet one. I'm sorry about the music, but this is a good one to like talk about because this is one I see super frequently and a tactic that I see super frequently. What we do is we go in, we show everybody a bunch of nice stuff so you automatically assume that this person is rich, they know more than you, and then they hit you with the price predictions. So, oh, Solana's going to 250, Bitcoin's going to over 100,000, Ethereum's going to X whatever price. It's total nonsense, guys. I'm not saying that these prices aren't going to happen in the future, but this person, nobody knows. Nobody has a crystal ball. Solana just got totally wiped by FTX and is in a really tough spot right now. So maybe it bounces back. Maybe it does. But these people act like they know where things are going and they're using flaunty houses, cars, things like that to validate their position. And let me tell you guys, people with money 99% of the time don't know more than you. So don't like think that these people, just because they've got nice things, are smarter than you are, because we've seen how that goes. FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried, everyone thought, oh, he's got all the money in the world, he's the smartest guy in the crypto space right now, and he blew up his entire fortune. We saw that with 3AC. We saw that with tons and tons of companies in crypto. So again, do not worship people just because they have money. Make them validate their knowledge, right? Like let them show you a track record. And I'm not talking about one call that panned out or even like a couple lines of it. I want to see the reasoning as to how they arrived at these price calculations. What have you done in the past? What's your method for researching these price predictions? That's what we would need to know. So again, this is another common one that you'll see all the time. All right, here's another one that absolutely cracks me up. It's the, look, I gave you guys a price range before, and it hit within the price range. And if you guys would have just listened to me, you'd be millionaires right now. And you called me stupid and all this other stuff. And it's total nonsense because 90% of the time, the price ranges are massive.
Ethereum was going to directly hit $880.
My price predictions for 2022. I have 2 price predictions for Ethereum. My lowest prediction is $880.
I shot that at the very start of 2022. And pay attention.
Okay, I want you to see something here. So he gives his price prediction, but let's take a look because he skips by this other part where he says the lowest. Okay, so we get the lowest and then the highest. Oh, he cut that out. 1830. We're not sitting at 1830 right now. And that range is $1,000 difference. You're talking an over 100% change from whatever he guessed to 1830. So this is a total garbage thing here. Like, dude, you're not helping anybody, and to say that you called it is just total bullcrap. So he goes on to talk about why he predicted and that you should have listened to him and stuff like that. And it's another thing where it's just like, it's total garbage. This last one is a super common one as well, and this is the I made a bunch of money, and so now you need to listen to me. Okay, like I hit it big in crypto, and you need to listen to me. Sort of like the first one that we talked about. And this guy is just sort of doing the same thing. So he's saying, look, I became a Bitcoin millionaire and I'm bullish on XRP. So note the token here, and I'm not attacking any XRP holders, but I'm just saying that you got to recognize when there's a cultist vibe around a project. This is one of those projects. XRP, I'm not saying that there's not legitimate holders, but I'm saying there's a lot of people that feel like they know everything, and that like these tokens like are the almighty, that like they're going to replace everything. And like, dude, let's come down to reality here. And again, this guy's saying that, look, I made a fortune, and so you need to listen to me now because I made the money. I'm so smart. Listen to me. 99% of the time, they're lying, or it's total luck that they got to where they were. So I wanted to share these with you guys so you could be aware of these instances because they drive me absolutely crazy. They're all over TikTok, especially in the bull run. People want to try to tell you how to manage your money and do things, and these people, they give no credentials. You have no idea who they are, and they're almost never actually certified to be giving this sort of advice. They're like, we don't even know how long they've been in crypto. Like, for all we know, they could have invested a month ago and are acting like they know everything. So, again, guys, beware of this. I want to say, if this is your first time to the channel, please like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time.